gonna test the lyrical knowledge. Okay.
I've never been at his concert as I'm not today. I'm just working at his concert right now. But
10 minutes to stage time. I'm not sure if they're excited. You excited?
Yeah, I'm excited.
All right, they're kind of excited, but you know, Germany sometimes a little slow. Just give me the blood. If you don't understand, look into the camera and ask him.
Can I dance to Go Down D on your stage?
Greetings, people. Good night. This is Dancehall Ketch Up, and we are in Germany.
Man, Ketch Up. Dancehall 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 Ketch Up. And if you're not saying Dancehall Ketch Up, move.
To be exact, we're in Leipzig city. And you know, when you're talking about dancehall music in Jamaica, especially in Europe, there's no way you can go around Seanpaul. And as you can see in the background, people are about to enter the location. And if we are lucky enough, you know, because German people stay a certain way, we can talk to them, we can ask them why they're here tonight, what are their favorite song. And yeah, we just gotta catch up with the people and the energy and see what Seanpaul did in their lives. Yeah, come with me. Good night, good night. So people, we got the first two guests, and you know, they were actually standing in the queue, and I approached them because I wanted to know why they're here tonight, so I had to pull them out. But guess what? We speak in German now, so I have to switch the language. You can read the subtitles, and then you're gonna find out why. So, guten Abend. Ja. Erzählt mal, wer seid ihr?
Ich bin der Basti, komme aus Leipzig.
Okay, und?
Matthias, komme aus dem Umland Leipzig.
Aha. Und warum seid ihr heute hier?
Ich kenne durch Zufall den Tour-DJ. Habe ihn zufällig angeschrieben, dass er in Leipzig ist. Habe ich gesagt, hätte ich gewusst, dass du da bist, wäre ich auch gekommen. Und so hat er uns dann 2 Karten hinterlegt. Oh. Und so sind wir quasi kostengünstig heute hier am Start.
Schau, das habe ich gleich antizipiert. Ja, die Energy war gleich so, habe ich gleich gesehen. So. Nee, einfach für die Vibes und so, einfach um da zu sein. Was ist dein Lieblings-Seanpaul-Track?
Temperature.
Alright. Und bei dir?
Dasselbe. Wir sind ja im gleichen Alter. Und
okay,
von daher, das war unsere Jugendzeit.
Ja. So. Wie würdest du beschreiben, wenn du zurückdenkst, wie du in der Jugend quasi aufgewachsen bist und an Seanpaul denkst, was kommt als erstes in dein Gedächtnis?
Das war Temperature mit dem Video bei MTV, was ja nicht mehr leider existiert.
True.
So, und das war dann halt die Clubzeit, wo es dann auch mit dem ganzen Abtempo losging.
Ja.
In Leipzig, Umland.
Ja.
Und da bin ich auch dann auch als zum DJ da so ein bisschen etabliert. Ich bin jetzt hier im Umland Leipzig Halle unterwegs als DJ, lege auch viel Hip-Hop auf. Ja. Und von daher ist es mal auch eine Erfahrung, da wieder zu sehen, was der CIG macht, der Tour-DJ. Ja. Und so habe ich ihn kennengelernt, als Türsteher im Club.
Perfekt. Hast du irgendeine Favorite Story, die du mit Seanpaul verbindest?
Ja, Haus Auensee vor 10 Jahren ungefähr war das genau. Da haben wir uns dann, wie gesagt, ich war Türsteher ewig lange, da haben wir uns ewig lange nicht gesehen und dort haben wir uns dann halt durch Zufall beim Konzert wieder getroffen.
Ach nice. Ja cool. Worauf freut ihr euch heute Abend am meisten?
Um ehrlich zu sein, auf das Warm-up vom DJ.
Okay.
Und dann zu sehen, wie Seanpaul jetzt mit der Zeit mitgeht, was er da so für aktuelle Tracks spielt und was auch seine Favorites von früher sind.
Ja. Cool.
So.
Wenn du Seanpaul eine Frage stellen könntest, welche wäre das?
Was er für ein Auto fährt.
Alright. Wollt ihr noch irgendjemanden grüßen?
Ja, ich grüße meine Community, meine Familie, meine Frau.
Alright, that is it. Und bei dir?
Ja, meine Frau und mein Kind.
Alright, so we catch up. Person number 2, ja? Wir haben noch jemanden gefunden jetzt hier und die Vibes waren einfach direkt am Connecten, deswegen erzähl uns mal, wer bist du?
Mein Name ist Caroline, ich komme aus Leipzig und ich bin heute beim Seanpaul-Konzert.
Sehr gut. Was hat dich dazu bewegt, heute herzukommen?
Also Seanpaul war sozusagen der Hero meiner Jugend und ich bin sehr froh, dass er heute hier in Leipzig ist.
Was verbindest du hast gesagt Hero deiner Jugend, was verbindest du noch mit ihm? Hast du mit seiner Musik irgendwie eine besondere Story oder irgendeine Connection, woran du gern zurückdenkst?
Naja, also es war so die erste Zeit meiner Diskothekzeit, also heutzutage sagt man ja Club. Ja. Und ja, also ich habe sie immer gefeiert, auf jeden Fall. Also
was? Ja? Okay.
Ja, also Baby Boy oder Get Busy oder Temperature, yes. ist evergreen.
Deine Favorite Songs?
Yes, of course.
Wenn du Seanpaul eine Frage stellen könntest, welche wäre das?
Darf ich ein Autogramm haben?
Let's go, people. We got the next set of group and we want to know who they are and why they're here tonight. So, herzlich willkommen. Das ist Dancehall Ketch Up. Wir sind ein Channel, der quasi Dancehall Culture repräsentiert in Jamaika und worldwide und so. Und Seanpaul kommt aus Jamaika, in case you didn't know. Ja, und I'm just saying, you know. Erzählt mal, wer seid ihr? Stellt euch mal kurz vor.
Hi, ich bin Felix und ich habe die Musik schon gehört vor 20 Jahren und deswegen bin ich jetzt hier.
Mega.
Ich bin Franzi. Ich höre die Musik auch schon sehr lange.
Ja.
Ich bin Feli. Ich nicht ganz so lange. Ich bin gar nicht so alt. Aber ich habe heute Morgen um 7 entschieden, auch herzukommen.
Mega. Und du?
Ja, ich bin Johanna und ich bin die Älteste hier.
Perfekt. Das heißt, du kennst Seanpauls Musik am besten?
Nö. Also niemand hat mir jemals davon eine CD gebrannt, aber so ungefähr irgendwann so ist das vielleicht nicht passiert.
Ja. Alright, erzählt mir mal, welchen Moment oder welchen Lieblingssong habt ihr, wo ihr vielleicht irgendwie eine Story mit verbindet?
Ja, Still in Love. Es war so der erste Heartbreak-Song, so in meiner Jugend. Es war echt schlimm, aber ich liebe ihn immer noch.
Nice. Das heißt, wenn er heute kommt, bist du ganz
Textsicher.
Alright, perfekt.
Ich glaube, mein Lieblingssong ist, glaube ich, Get Busy. Weil das ist einfach, also da habe ich schon mit 12 dazu getanzt, so in meinem Kinderzimmer. Und deswegen, wenn der heute kommt, also dann gibt es kein Halten auf jeden Fall.
Perfekt. Worauf freut ihr euch am meisten heute Abend?
Ich glaube auf Temperature einfach. Ganz basic.
Ja, perfekt.
Ja.
Jetzt weiß ich, worauf ich mich freue, ist, wenn sie dazu twerkt.
Alright. We're looking out for that. Ich wünsche euch ganz viel Spaß und Dancehall Ketch Up könnt ihr euch noch mal nachschauen. Wollt ihr noch irgendwas sagen?
Hallo Mama.
That is it. We just spotted some people listening to Seanpaul music, so we have to follow that track. And I'm very curious what is behind the corner. That looks like a party. Let's see who's celebrating here. We found the place, but you know the owner of the selling situation. The owner doesn't want to be interviewed, but we know we're still gonna keep our vibe. And maybe we talk to the people why they're here. If that's the official warm-up, let's find out. Okay, guten Abend. Schön, dass wir uns hier sehen. Ich bin hier mit Coco und Kadel. Warum seid ihr heute hier?
Wegen Seanpaul.
Alright.
Aber natürlich wegen Seanpaul.
Was ist dein Lieblings-Seanpaul-Song?
Got to Love You.
Why?
Ist einfach ein guter Vibe. Wir wollen doch alle geliebt werden.
Alright. Ja. Hast du einen Song, mit dem du vielleicht deine Kindheit oder dein Heranwachsen verbindest?
Temperature.
Warum?
Ich war 10 und es lief auf Viva.
Mega. Worauf freut ihr euch heute Abend am meisten?
Auf einen guten Vibe und eine gute Energie.
Und ein bisschen dancen.
Alright. Wenn du Seanpaul eine Frage fragen könntest, welche wäre das? Look into the camera and ask him.
Can I dance to Go Down D on your stage?
Alright, Seanpaul, you hear that? If not tonight, then maybe in Cologne.
Yes.
So as you can see, more people joining the vibes, more people gonna come in. So we're gonna find out, we're gonna ask them, and we wanna test their knowledge. We wanna see who knows the most lyrics. We're gonna speak in English now, yeah? Because even though we're in Germany, there's many people who can speak English, especially the younger generation. Hey! So, who am I here with tonight?
I'm Lisa.
And Natalie.
All right, nice to meet you. Why? Oh, that's fine, that's cool. Why are you here tonight?
Because we love Seanpaul, I suppose.
All right. What is your favorite Seanpaul track?
Breathe.
Temperature.
Like Lou.
All right. Yeah. So what I told my viewers, we're gonna test the lyrical knowledge. Oh, no. Okay. We're gonna start this. Okay. I got the right
temperature. You from the storm.
Oh, yeah. Perfect. Yeah. Perfect. I think. Tell us in the comments what you think. I think that was good. That was good. All right, next one. We're gonna have shake that thing, yo.
Annabella, shake that thing. Another name, I suppose. I don't know. There's lots of
Donna. I wrote it down actually. Oh, yeah. Donna, Jody, and Rebecca.
Jody and Rebecca, of course.
Forget.
All right, next one. Just give me the...
Blood. That's new. That's a new one.
Just give me the light and...
Nicht so textsicher.
I don't know. That's too new.
That's too new?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Nein.
I don't know. Maybe we're not that young.
We can't sing in Jamaican.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
Just give me the
That's true.
light.
Okay, we try some proper word.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I don't really care what people say. Like glue.
I like glue.
Yeah.
It's called glue.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I say don't.
Das ist, was du gesagt hast.
Okay, to end the vibes, what are you looking most forward to tonight?
Having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, shaking ass.
Yeah.
Shaking ass,
All right.
dancing.
And if you could ask Seanpaul one question, which one would it be?
Oh my god, I don't know.
How you feeling?
How you can handle that shit.
Are you happy?
All right, Seanpaul, let us know. Are you happy? Yeah. So people, in case you are wondering what these bugs are supposed to do here, that's the German way of collecting deposit. That's our culture. Yeah. And these bugs belong to sometimes homeless people, sometimes, just, some free spirit people. And they are collecting it so they can return and get some money back. That is it. You can see, we have to switch up the vibes a little bit. We talked to some people who are very fluent in lyrics. We talked to some who were more a little shy. And now we're gonna see some background activities. It's just like in Jamaica, we have people who are working at the events. So tell the people, who are you?
I'm Eric. I've always listened to Seanpaul. I've played his music as a DJ myself at clubs, at birthdays. I've never been at his concert, as I'm not today. I'm just working at his concert right now, but I would love to see him live one day. And yeah, he's been a part of everyone's youth, of everyone's teenage years in Germany for sure. Every club, everyone knows him.
That's so true. So how comes you decided to work tonight instead of enjoying the vibes inside?
I just didn't know, to be honest. I didn't know about the concert right here either. I would have went here as well. I would have been a real fan, but maybe next time I'll be there in the crowd as well, but today I'm just working here.
He's going to Cologne as well in a couple of days. Maybe you can,
Maybe.
We're just going to thief you and bring you inside.
Yeah.
Okay, so since you said you're going to play his songs as well, what is your favorite song that you like to play in the parties? Or where do you see the most crowd reaction?
I mean, it's She Doesn't Mind. It is the one, the vibes, everything about it. Temperature is it's the song, I would say, but She Doesn't Mind is just the vibe. For me personally as well, all in all, it's one of my favorite songs of this era, 2010s type of music. Yeah. I love it.
That's nice. If you could ask Seanpaul a question, which one would it be?
Wow. When is gonna be She Doesn't Mind Too? When will we see She Doesn't Mind Too?
All right, let's find out. And sometimes we have to joke a little bit around. It's Dancehall Ketch Up. You see where with it? If you don't understand, quit.
And if you're not a Dancehall Ketch Up, move!
Right, people, so now we made it inside. You can see the vibes behind me is already going crazy, it's going loud. And I found some people who came and approached me and they were dancing, so I had to talk to them. Hey! Who are you? I'm Anna. All right, what's your name? Hello. Nice to meet you. Why are you here? Why are you here tonight?
Just to have a good time and just party all night.
All right, and you?
Yeah, party.
Who is Seanpaul for you?
A nice guy from when I was 13 or 14. I loved him, so it's so nice to be here today.
Do you have any experiences? Have you seen Seanpaul before in any show? Is your first time?
It's my first time.
What are you looking most forward to?
Just dancing, just vibing alone.
Yeah. All right. If you could ask Seanpaul one question, which one would it be?
Oh my God. Whoa, I don't know. One question.
You don't know?
No, I have no idea. Would you like to come to my birthday party and have a nice concert with me?
All right. Let us know. It was nice meeting you. Enjoy the night, and we're gonna.
Thank you so much.
All right, people. It's 10 minutes to stage time. Everybody. not sure if they're excited. You excited? Yeah, I'm excited. All right, they're kind of excited, but you know, Germany sometimes a little slow. But here we are. It's the first line. Mit wem spreche ich hier?
Ich bin Lisa, hi.
Hi Lisa, schön dich kennenzulernen. Du bist in der ersten Reihe ganz vorn. Wieso?
Weil ich Seanpaul schon immer sehen wollte. Das ist Kindheitstraum und ja.
Nice, das erste Mal sozusagen?
Erste Mal, ja.
You excited?
Yes, yes, yes.
Woo! Worauf freust du dich am meisten heute Abend?
Auf Get Busy.
Alright. You're lyrical, sicher?
Ja.
Wenn du an Seanpaul denkst, was ist das Erste, woran du denkst?
Weiner.
Und wenn du Seanpaul eine Frage stellen könntest, was wäre es?
Warum hat er mit Musik angefangen? Ja.
Alright. We're gonna find that out.
Ja, okay.
Okay, next one. Mit wem spreche ich hier?
Christian, ich bin Rapper, hallo.
Christian? Hey, schön dich kennenzulernen. Wie ist die Energy?
Na, erstmal top. Also,
Erstmal top?
Ja.
Ja? Bist du aufgeregt? Geht gleich los.
Ja, gut, es soll ja 20 Uhr schon losgehen. Aber ich freue mich. Es ist Wälzer, muss man mal sagen. Ja.
Exactly.
Aber ich freue mich.
Was ist dein Lieblingssong?
Gott I love you.
Warum?
100%. Ja, verbinde ich halt viel Jugendliebe mit früher.
Ja.
Ja, 100%.
Leipzig, if you're ready, so, sexy chick, that's how I be requisite. Girls gotta eat my garlic, get to the party to be stuck with it. Girls gotta eat my garlic, kicks it up to the wallet, get it right back to solid. Know this boy ain't solid, we pay, hey. Let me be there for you anytime, yo. Say that booty don't stop when the beat drop, just keep singing it, anything you want, I wanna see you get right now. So Leipzig, if you ready, come on, 1, 2, 3, yo. Yo, you ready to drop them off? Fire you, so from the day I hire you, I'm so fire you, girl, a long time they don't tell a car. Desire you, know you are big, you are fire. Yo, Bill Gates and John Dever, desire you, in the plenty of fire. Fire you, make them know you are real frequent. Fire you, don't be out of bed without no one, desire you. Turning this time, girl, you know I'm gonna be there. My love is ever blazing, girl, you know it's not the time.
Boom, people, that was it. We got a glimpse, like a little inside of how Sean Paul was performing in Leipzig, Germany. You know, Jamaicans always have a little issue to pronounce that city. I understand it's hard. German in general is a very tough language. But we appreciate everybody who roll out, everybody who tune in. We had the chance to be backstage and to, you know, get in touch with the team and the people. But, you know, as a superstar, you know, always interacting with everybody, you know, because you're a human being at the end of the day. So respect that. We can't wait to see Sean Paul again and link up with the team. And we make sure we try our best to get the answers to everybody's questions. So look out for more. Big up every follower, every subscriber. Make sure you press that button and, you know, yeah, do the right thing. Catch up next time, and I see you soon again. Dirty.
Ketch Up, Dancehall 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 Ketch Up.